Thomas Jefferson stood at the head of a worn wooden table, his eyes scanning the room filled with determined faces. The air was thick with the scent of ink and the muffled sounds of distant street vendors.
We are not merely fighting for independence, gentlemen, but for the very soul of a nation,
he declared, his voice steady and resolute. In a dimly lit tavern tucked away in a narrow Philadelphia alley, revolutionaries gathered in hushed secrecy. The flickering light cast long shadows, adding an air of mystery to the clandestine meeting.
We must be cautious,
warned Thomas Jefferson, casting a wary glance towards the door.
The crown has eyes and ears everywhere.
The Colonial Assembly Hall buzzed with fervent debate, voices echoing off the high ceilings. Thomas Jefferson stood beside John Adams, both men deeply engrossed in discussion. The air was charged with the weight of their decisions.
If we falter now, we risk everything we fought for,
Adams insisted, gesturing passionately. In the solitude of his study, Thomas Jefferson bent over his desk, quill in hand, as the words of the Declaration took shape. The room was silent, save for the rhythmic scratching of ink on paper.
When, in the course of human events,
he murmured, feeling the gravity of each phrase. As dawn broke over Philadelphia, the city's church bells rang out, heralding a new era. Citizens gathered in the streets, eyes lifted to the horizon where the first rays of sunlight painted the sky in hues of hope. Thomas Jefferson stood among them, his heart swelling with the promise of freedom.
"This is only the beginning,"
he whispered, the words lost in the jubilant clamor. The streets of Philadelphia were alive with celebration, flags waving proudly as people sang and danced. News of the Declaration spread, igniting flames of hope and rebellion across distant shores.
"Let this be a beacon for all who seek liberty,"
Thomas Jefferson proclaimed, his voice carrying over the joyful crowd.